guys, coming at you with another episode of the Big Wall Build. And man, oh man, I have got my excitement level just about topped off because of what we've done in the last episode. Oh boy, check it out. She is fitting up just nice, and we're about to put in some of the caulking and the the brackets to mount her in. Even though we're going to be going directly through her this way, we're going to draw some lines going down to mark out where the wood, each layer, there's 3 different layers, so we're going to mark out those lines. Man, I can't even talk right now. And then we're going to use these guys right here on the inside, going down like that. Oh shit, it's perfect. I didn't even know that those were there right there. And then we're probably going to do the same on the top. That's why we have several of them back there. And then the port's going to match up going down that way. I can still fit my little self in that port. I think it's 9 inches. I believe. I'll have to measure it again. It might be in between that because I gained a little bit more when I did some of that trimming. So she's looking good, YouTubulus. So what we got to do right now is get this stuff right here, lace it up. We've already got it loaded up in the gun, and just start sealing up a little bit because it's so tight. A lot of the strength is already being taken care of, if you know what I'm saying. You could barely fit anything, you know, as far as caulking in there. So I'm just going to seal around it and get down to business and see if we can get some good angles with getting that sealant in there. All right. Bam. Maybe a little overboard, just a little something to create a seal, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be screwing in nice and strong. So let's nudge her in. All right, we got the first baffle all drilled in, fellas. Check it out. Coming in on the other side. I decided to go with 4 of those things and 2 on the top. I just need to go back to Home Depot whenever I get a chance and get some more of those little gussets. I think I have 8 more, but it's enough to get the job done for today. Here's, check out the sealant. That's basically what I was talking about here. Just filling up that stuff with just that sealant. It's nothing to hold it because all the screws are doing that. But this is just going to make it nice and airtight for us. Just in case we ever want to remove this bad bitch, it's not going to be a nightmare, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to end off today. Sun's almost going down. So we're going to call it good for today and maybe go get something to food. I'm freaking starving. Alright, coming at you again bright and early. And we have got the pieces all in there and sealed up. Had to call it early the other day. I'll focus in right here on the side just to let you see. She's all sucked in and looking good. But we're going to have a quick change of plans. We're going to make the baffle slightly thicker. Twice as thick, actually. We're going to add another 2 layers right here in the back if my camera wants to stop being a butthead. We're going to step it up about another 1.5 inches back here just to make this thing indestructible. And last night, I went ahead and took the time to drill them together before I make the baffles just to make it a little bit easier. So we got it all right there lined up and lots of glue in between these layers here. So we're gonna cut the same exact baffle all over again and then go up from behind and tack it in real strong. So that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, the cuts are looking good, guys, and we've got them all mocked up in the car. And now you can definitely see this baffle is looking much thicker. Check it out. Oh yeah, so 5 layers thick. Definitely gonna handle anything we throw at it and then some. So we're just gonna mark this circle out with our pen or a Sharpie marker and do the same exact thing with our jigsaw and get to rolling. It's gonna look really thick. Oh yeah. Alright, the second layer of baffles is looking good. Another 1.5 inches for the homies. Oh yeah, check her out. I'll get up nice and close so you can see the round over that we just added. Looking real smooth here. It almost looks like there's a tiniest lip there, but it's not. It's just the veneer. Has a little black line. I think that might be the line of adhesive, but it's nice and perfectly flush there. I'm loving it. So let's go ahead and cram that inside the wall. I'll try to get the camera in the inside and just drill it in from behind. Well, that's a bummer, YouTubulus. Just went through all that effort and set up the camera. Damn near broke my back trying to finagle this thing in here without getting in way of the lens. And it wasn't even recording. Son of a crap head. But basically all we did was, you remember when we doubled up the layer baffle? That's all we did, same thing. and it's looking pretty good here. I'm gonna add just a little bit of filler because I did that round over on the other side, but we have the other round over looking good on this side too, right there. So we're just gonna add the tiniest little bit of fill to make this perfectly flush, and you won't even be able to notice that it was two different pieces. And I came back and did all the silicone. Just that simple. I just did a couple beads and ran my thumb. You can see the mark where I had my thumb. I just went right along. It was a really small little gap, so I just filled up the little bit to make it sealed. But my back is killing me, guys, and it's creating a little bit of frustration today. Let's go ahead and try to do a little rebate here. Set the camera up. Let's take it nice and slow and attach our little brackets. We have the 1/2 inch gussets or 3/4 inch gussets for extra strength instead of just the flat elbow. 4 on the bottom on each side, 2 on the top here, plus a small one in the middle, 2 on the side here, and then as many as we can get on the side, even though there already is 22-inch screws going into the baffle this way. But we'll do some brackets right here just to, you know, just to kind of do some overkill. They don't add much weight and they add a little bit of strength, so. There she is, guys, a little something like that, just to keep her a little reinforced, even though, like we already mentioned, there's 20 freaking screws going through right there. And man, this thing is just rock solid. I love it. And I'm getting really pissed off about this damn camera exposure. What the hell is going on? Can't see anything anymore. Man, I'm gonna have to call it a day. Alright, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Alright, here we are, coming at you the next morning. Trying my best to cover up some of these raindrops because it's coming down just a little bit. And I figured I'd just end the video off with a little bit of an update on what we've done. I've only done really one thing since we've last seen it, so let's go ahead and show you. Put some more screws down the side here and marked out all the lines for the baffles. I'm gonna try to be fairly quick here because it's wet outside, so I don't want to keep it open. So we got 5 layers going down. She's real freaking strong, so we laced her up with even more screws, and now we can finally double layer this right here with another piece of wood. And then in here, we didn't do too much more. I filled up a little bit more of the screw holes, and now we're gonna work on some of this filler right here, but I didn't want to do it today because it's obviously wet, and it's about 40 some odd degrees, and we all know that those products don't really cure in those cold temperatures. So for the most part, we're almost ready to start our roof, our little addition. We might even add something right here, but I'd like to do something decorative on top of the roof. I don't really know 100%, and it looks like I may just match the color of the car for the box. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's definitely the most popular suggestion that I got in the comments of the last video, so definitely thank you guys for taking the time to shoot over a suggestion like that. Oh god, I'm getting wet here. But I'm just really happy with the way everything turned out, and she is in there like a mother trucking secure like no tomorrow. I'm really happy with the way it all turned out. If I can focus in on that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Canon. There we go. She's looking good, guys. The subs are gonna be absolutely ridiculous back here. We got the Contralto 18s, 2 of these, and hey, just to let you guys know, this is my car. I've had this car since September. I just haven't really decided to do a big system in it until recently. So that's why it's not my sister's car. She has her own thing. I haven't even really hung out with her in a long time, but this is my car and I've had it since September. Frankenstein has been non-affected at all. I'm just waiting for amplifiers. I went to 30,000 watts this season, guys. So that's why we haven't seen too much on this truck. I still got the 618s, and I'm still working a little bit back here. Excuse the battery rack, but we're gonna be adding, hopefully, some lithium upgrades to both vehicles. I'm gonna try to do some talking to the Amp Lab. It's a local company up here in Maine, so we're gonna try to, you know, run them, and because they got some really great stuff. So the Triple X's are still in here with the PSI soft parts, crescendo amps. Everything's still the same. We're just waiting for upgrades of power. So don't worry, Frankenstein's still going strong, fellas. I'll open up back here. Mids and highs are still going great. I just picked up a new amplifier, excuse me, a new head unit for this. I'm a Pioneer junkie. I went ahead and made the jump. So let's go ahead and end the video off right for this episode 7. We'll come back at you guys when it's not so rainy and so shitty to do stuff outside. But thanks for watching the project. It really means a lot, guys. Slapping those thumbs up, sharing it on Facebook. It all makes a great difference for me. So thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Ha ha!